In this keynote presentation, I'm going to talk about how Appeon is making REST APIs rad. Rad not just as in very cool, but also rapid application development. And this is being made possible by data window technology, as well as the new SnapDevelop tooling set that is being included in PowerBuilder 2019 R2. Now, what would you say if I told you with the new SnapDevelop 2019 R2, you could develop APIs in as little as 120 seconds? A little hard to believe, right? Well, let's see how this is possible. In an API, we're going to start with model because we're following an MVC architecture. And these models are automatically generated for you if you have an existing data window. If you don't, obviously you would have to spend time to design or create the model for your data window, or you could create the data window in the data window designer if you want to do it that way. But if you have an existing data window that you're looking to port into an API and use it there, that can be automatically generated for you using the data window converter of the SnapDevelop tooling. Now, this model generation has no SRD file. It's a standard model with class attributes, and it's meta-ARM. So all of that good stuff that's in a data window data object are now inside of the model. It also supports data templates, import and export, defining how to export, import the data either in XML format or JSON format. Now, as I mentioned, if you have an existing data window with the automatic data window converter feature, you can generate this model in less than 40 seconds. You basically click on the data window that you want to convert, and 40 seconds later, you got your model. Now, the next step is there's a new scaffolding feature for C# that is provided in the SnapDevelop IDE starting with version 2019 R2. Now, the scaffolding takes care of automatically creating in C# both your service and controller. It can generate that simply based off of the model. So now that we have a data window converted to a model, the scaffolding engine will read that model and generate for you a working service or controller. And your service and controller can be designed to be called either by a PowerScript client, a generic client, not just PowerBuilder, or both. And the templates for the scaffolding engine are customizable, or you could even create your own to fit your needs. Now, this scaffolding step only takes 40 seconds to run as well. And finally, you want to test your API to make sure it works. Now, we provide a great white box testing tool for those of you familiar with Postman, or other API testers like that. It's something kind of similar. We think it's better. That's why we actually put the effort to build this, because it makes it really productive to test out the .NET data store. This tool is actually aware of the .NET data store and even supports stepping through your code, debugging the API while the tester is running. So that's really nice. Now, obviously, if you're going to write unit testing scripts, that's going to take you more than 40 seconds. But, as a first step, before you write unit testing scripts, you want to just quickly do a basic white box testing to see even if your API is properly deployed and running at a high level. And so for that sort of white box testing, you can complete that in as little as 40 seconds as well. So adding up all the 40 seconds is we come to just under 2 minutes to create an API. So I'm going to turn over to Govinda, and I'm going to take out my stopwatch. We're going to time him. No pressure here, Govinda. We're going to see how Govinda delivers developing an API in 120 seconds.